Hi guys, and welcome back to a new video. So in this video I'm going to be talking about the pied morph, or gene, whatever you want to call it. Now, I made a video a few days ago talking about my new snake, which is a pied possible LC Black Magic. Now, I'm not going to be talking about the LC Black Magic, I'll probably do that video a bit later on, but for now I want to talk about the pied. And basically, I just want to go through what a normal pied looks like, the type of gene, because there's dominant, codominant, and recessive genetics, what combos you can make out of it, the price of a pied, and yeah, that's probably what I'm gonna cover. Now, I'll start off with what a normal pied would look like. So this is pretty much a normal pied. Now, this is also a possible LC Black Magic, but it's a possible, so it could have it, or maybe it doesn't have it. Now, although the LC Black Magic does make a difference in the pied, it doesn't make a huge difference, so this is pretty much what a normal pied would look like. So you could see it distorts the pattern, doesn't look like a normal, adds a lot of oranges, you could see especially in the sides. You could also see it breaks up the pattern and fills it in with white. If you look at it, if you look here and here. So that's mainly what a normal pied would look like, and then the head is pretty normal. Now we're going to talk about what the gene is in the sense of how it works. So this is a recessive gene. There's three types: dominant, codominant, and recessive. Now, recessive is the hardest one to work with, and the reason being is if I bred this snake to a normal ball python, all of the babies will look like normals. Now that's if this doesn't have LC Black Magic, but I'm talking about if I bred a normal pied to a normal ball python, all of the babies would look like normals. Now the reason I say look and not are is because they'll all be het pied. Now what that means is that they will carry the gene, but it's not visual. So to make it visual, you need 2 copies of the gene. If I breed one pied to a normal, then it will only have 1 copy, therefore you won't see it, but it will have it. There's also 50% hets and 66% hets. Now that doesn't mean it's actually 66% het pied. It just means it has a 66% chance or a 50% chance that it's a het pied. That's all that means. With hets, if you breed 2 het pieds together, there is a possibility that you'll get a few pieds in your clutch. Now, if you breed 2 pieds together, then all of the babies will be pieds. But unlike codominant snakes, you can't get a super pied. So you can see the sun came in a bit through the window, so you can see the colors a bit better. Now I'm going to talk about some combos that you can make. Now I'm going to put up pictures on the screen as well, because I don't currently have them. But basically you can make almost anything. Now it is hard because of the fact that it's a recessive gene. It's harder to put different genetics in the snake. But when you do, it looks stunning. So I'm going to put a picture up of an albino pied right now. So that's what an albino pied looks like. Now, an albino pied is actually very, very hard to get. Reason being is an albino is also recessive. So making a double recessive is usually very hard. Same thing if you do a clown pied, which I'm going to put up a picture on the screen of right now. So as you saw, that was a clown pied, and they're all beautiful snakes. So as I showed you earlier, you could see the albino pied made the patterned, I guess you could say, the orangey parts of the snake yellow, and the white stayed white. Now, if you had a lavender albino put with a pied, you'd have a dreamsicle, and I'm going to show that to you right now. So as you saw, it's a bit more orange than a normal albino pied. Now with pieds, I'd usually put color morphs into the snake. Now I showed you the clown pied a bit earlier, and that mainly changed up the pattern, as you saw. But you could also make 3 gene combos. You could put, for example, pinstripe. Actually, pinstripe is also very nice with the gene. You don't even have to add other genetics in it, but pinstripe works very well with pied as well. I'll throw up a picture right now for you. So that's what a pinstripe pied looks like. But 3 gene combos is kind of like the dreamsicle I showed you, albino lavender pied, or dreamsicle. It puts more orange in the snake, basically. Now, if you also put yellow belly, it makes it even more orange. Now, I also want to show you guys what happens if you put orange dream in the snake. I'm going to show you what happens if you put super orange dream in the snake. So that was super orange dream. Now, super orange dream is simply made by combining an orange dream with an orange dream. Now, it's a codominant gene, that's why you can make supers. And if you combine it with this snake, then it's just stunning. I mean, you saw it as pure orange with some black bits and the white. Now, there's some interesting combos, like super cinnamon pied, but those are fatal, right? So super cinnamon together can have kinks in the snake and all of that stuff, which is not good. But that makes a panda pied, and I'll show you a picture right now for you. So that was the panda pied. Now they're for now pretty dangerous to make because they can come with disabilities. That's why I wouldn't make one or recommend to make one. But there is, I guess you could say, substitutes that people are working on. So there's the mahogany gene, and if you put 2 mahoganies together, you get a suma, which is pretty much an all-black snake, and it has no disabilities or kinks or anything like that. So people are going to try that. Also, I'm going to try to make a panda pied with the LC Black Magic, because a super LC Black Magic is, again, totally safe to make, and it's a pretty much fully black snake. So that's a project I'll be working on with my friend to breed. Now, price-wise, these snakes are pretty pricey. Now, a normal pied would go for anywhere between $300 to $500, depending on male or female, size, weight, health, what breeder is selling it, etc. Also, a big thing that, comes with the price, and what determines the price, is how much white there is. Because every snake is unique, right? This is not not every pied is going to have the exact same amount of white as this snake. Some snakes are going to be almost all white. Some you could probably barely see any white in them, so it's really different between any snake. I'll put a picture of a spider pied, because what the spider does with the pied is it actually takes away most of the white and just leaves a pattern on its head. So I'll show you that right now. So that was the spider pied, and you could see it's mainly white with just a little blotch of patterning on its head. So yeah, there's a lot of different variation, that's why there's different price ranges, but for a normal one, 300 to 500 is the usual. For the Super Orange Dream, for example, that I showed you, Super Orange Dream pied, those go for $5,000 to $7,000. So there's a huge variation between prices and pieds. Dreamsicle, the albino lavender pied, that would be again in the lower thousands range, so 1 to 5,000. It depends. But a banana pied, for example, that's more affordable. That's around $600-700, and I'll put a picture up for you right now. So as you saw, it's still a really beautiful snake. It has those yellows, but unlike the albino, the yellows are not as contrasting and they're not as bright, and also has more spots because that's what the banana does. And yeah, it's a bit different overall. But that's kind of it, really. That's the general explanation, I guess you could say, of the pied gene. I hope you enjoyed this video. Like, subscribe, comment, anything you want me to do, any video suggestions, any opinions on the videos, any questions you have, and like, subscribe as I said before, and bye!